Welcome to the webinar, My Dirty Little Secret, Why You Don't Have a Six-Figure Business and How to Fix That Now. We're here to actually transform your business. I'm not just here to share information. So grab a pen, grab a pencil, no multitasking. Let me help you. And this is not a sales pitch in disguise. I'm truly here to help you right here, right now. So let's take a look at what might be going on in your business. What you have been taught is probably wrong. People telling you how to market incorrectly, people telling you what to do in your marketing, what to say, how to sell incorrectly, how to price your services, program, packages incorrectly, how to spend your time incorrectly. Who you have listened to might also be wrong. There's a lot of fake experts out there. They pretend that they're very successful, but meanwhile, they themselves are struggling. Or they did something in their business once and it worked, but they haven't been able to replicate it or duplicate it in many, many people's businesses. So it's not necessarily going to work for you. Perhaps you don't even have the right program or the right service. You're trying to sell something because you think people really need it, but it's truly not what people want and what people are clamoring for. You might look like every other business out there because you're imitating what somebody else is doing and you think, oh, if they could sell that, I'll sell that too. But it's not the right thing to sell to your prospects. Maybe you're in a situation where you're trading time for money, getting paid hour by hour, not creating a business with the end in mind, not one that's replicatable or duplicatable, not one that's sellable or where you can leave a legacy. You're creating one where if you don't work, you don't get paid. You can't take 3 weeks off and sit on the beach in Tahiti if you choose to, or in the middle of the day, go spend time with your kids to their school program or play. You're trading time for money, which is a horrible business model. And perhaps you really aren't even solving a problem. Perhaps the work that you do doesn't really make that much of a difference. Be honest. Maybe it's not the biggest problem that your clients have, and maybe at the end of working with you, they still have the exact same problem. Maybe it's what many business owners struggle with, in fact, most, that you don't really know the real result that prospects want, again, not need. Don't try and sell people what they need. Most people actually don't buy what they need. You need to find out from prospects what they really, really want. And then you can provide that real result. And by the way, they'll sign up and buy from you. I'll get into that in a few minutes. Maybe you're sitting there without leads. First of all, you don't have the right program, the right product, the right service. You probably don't have the right market or the right marketing tools. You have a model trading time for money, and you're spending too much time on what I call ineffective marketing. It's marketing that's not proven, that won't necessarily get you a result, and therefore your business isn't growing. It just can't become a six-figure business. Maybe you spend too much money marketing. You're spending a heck of a lot of time trying to get people into these marketing funnels and then funneling them from one thing or the next, or maybe you're investing in social media or ads or whatever other strategy that's costing you a lot of money with no ROI. And maybe you feel like you just can't sell. I don't want to sound salesy. I don't want to be a salesperson. I don't know how to enroll people or speak to people, and I don't like selling. Maybe that's you. Or maybe you're what I call a Me Too business. You look like every other business, just a duplicate, another copy. You look like the other consultant, the other coach, speaker, trainer, author, dentist, chiropractor, whoever. You look like the one down the street. Your website looks like it. Your programs and services look like everybody else. That's a Me Too business. So let's get into how to shift all this. So let me just tell you quickly, who am I? So if you don't know, my name is Terry Levine. I'm the chief Heartrepreneur at heartrepreneur.com. I'm a business mentoring expert. I've written over 30 best-selling books. I've worked with over 5,000 clients over the last 20-something years. I've been in business for over 40 years, and I have run my own 8 different million to multi-million dollar businesses. And I've also worked with clients all over the world in all kinds of businesses, over 247 different types. So if you're here because you were called to get this information, and I'm here because I want to help you. So you might ask, well, why do you want to help me? Well, I do want to help you, and let me tell you why. The world of business has been phenomenally good to me. I don't have a story of how it was rags to riches and I failed in business. I'm glad I don't. I have stories of how every business, this is the first one I started right out of college, became $1 million or multi-million dollar business. Now, I don't want to sound braggadocious. I'm only good at one thing, building businesses. So why do I want to help you? Well, I'm 60 years young, and I know I'm not going to be on the planet forever, and you're not going to be here forever either. So it's time for me to pass it forward. It's time for me to share my business knowledge so that other people can do really well at business and have the success that I've had. And that's why I'm here. Here's the issue. You don't know what you don't know. What do I mean by that? There are so many things that I know in business that you wouldn't even know to ask me. There are so many things that I've learned through my 40 years of experience working with these 5,000 clients in 247 different industries, and you simply don't know what you don't know. So you keep moving forward, trying things, working and doing your best, and yet it's just not happening. It's not coming together for you because it's like literally throwing spaghetti on the wall, right? It's going, maybe it'll stick, maybe it's done, maybe it's cooked, and then finding out it didn't. You simply don't know the information that successful people like me, real expert, has and wants to hand to you. I'm here right now to solve your problems. This is a webinar where I'm actually involved, caring about you and helping you solve your business problems so that you can be more successful in your business and in your life. So let's talk about these things. Well, why aren't you making 6 figures or more? Let's go a little bit deeper. First of all, I talked about what they taught you is wrong, and it is. I look at person after person who comes into my world and tells me what people have trained them, taught them, mentored them, or coached them, or consulted with them on. And they're still struggling, or they're making less money, or they spent a fortune investing in someone and they didn't get an ROI. Why? I say to them, well, what did that person teach you? What did that course teach you? And mostly the stuff that they've been taught and you have been taught is wrong. It's not proven, it doesn't work. Maybe it doesn't even work in that person's business, or it works in their business and it won't work in anyone else's. I call these people false experts. And these are people who pretend that they're super successful or they have the magic formula. They won't give you a guarantee. They won't put their money where their mouth is because they know what they're showing isn't real. I know lots of these false experts. How do I know them? I've spent over $800,000, not in my college programs, my bachelor's, master's, or PhD. I'm talking about coaching, consulting, and mentoring. Mentors have mentors. That's why I'm successful. However, some of the experts along the journey, they were false. They weren't living and breathing what they were teaching, and it wasn't working for them. Next, you're not making 6 figures or more because maybe you're offering the wrong programs or services. Again, maybe it's what you believe people need, but the market isn't going to buy. Or maybe you're not getting those programs in front of the right people and you don't even understand how to get them in front of the right niche at all. Maybe you don't even have the right niche. And if you don't, all of those are problems. Then maybe you have a model where you're trading time for money. You're charging this hourly rate or even a monthly rate or a retainer rate. But if you don't show up, if for some reason you can't work, you're sick, you're ill, any of that, that's going to be the end of your business. That's not a business. That's a hobby. You need to think about the end in mind. What do you want to create? A business that's passive, that runs without you? A business that can be sold? A legacy that your family can take over? What is your real reason for being in business? And don't tell me it's to make money. We all are. There's a secondary reason. You're not making six figures or more because you're really not solving a problem. And what do I mean by that? Let's say that I worked with people on getting healthier and eating healthier, and at the end of my course or my program, they really weren't eating any differently. Well, I see lots of people in the market, coaches, consultants, speakers, trainers, authors, chiropractors, dentists, doctors, nutritionists, dietitians, yoga instructors, we can go on, that really don't solve a problem. And people pay, they invest in them, they trust them, and they're stuck with the same problem at the end. Maybe you don't really know what your prospects want. You're sitting here going, Terry, this information is really valuable, but I don't even know what my prospects want. I'm going to step you through some of these things and answer them for you in just a moment. And then there you are with no leads, or the wrong leads. People can't afford your products or services. And there you are wasting time and money on marketing that doesn't work, and you don't like selling, and your businesses look alike. Well, let me address each of these. First of all, I'm going to share that what they have taught you is probably wrong, because most people haven't made $1 million, and they certainly haven't done it over and over and over again in business after business after business, and they certainly haven't mentored hundreds, if not thousands, of people to do the same. So the first thing I want you to do, and why you're not making six figures or more, is to forget everything anybody ever taught you. I mean it. Just forget it. Dump it out of your head. Forget it. Throw your courses out. Get rid of all that stuff that's shelf help, and let's be real. Cut out all the false experts that you've invested money in. Forget everything they said. How do you find out what program is right? Well, I teach one question, just one question that you ask your prospective client audience. And the question is, if I can give you one result and only one result, what would the result be? Write that down. If I can give you one result and only one result, what would the result be? When I work with clients, I teach them how to ask this question, where to ask this question, and how to actually get people to answer it. And it's fascinating because when people answer this question, what actually happens is they find out what people actually want. And I'm going to show some case studies and how this works as we go forward together. Second, you've got to stop a model where you trade time for money. You have to set up high-ticket programs, mostly group model. Hear that again and write that down. That's my second point. You must set up high-ticket programs, mostly group model. If you work with individual after individual and it all depends on you and you charge a low ticket rate, you get a few things. First of all, you get low quality clients. They're not committed to the outcome. So think about this. Let's say I wanted to lose weight and I join your program and it's $150 for each session that I have with you. Not a huge commitment. I'm sort of committed. But then take a look at the person who is really committed. They want to lose weight. They want to be healthy. They spend $5,000 on a program. That's the client you want. Why? First of all, there's more of them out there. Really, trust me. There's more people that invest high ticket than all those people that spend $150, $200 here and there. Second of all, they're committed. They'll actually do your program. They'll get results. And then they'll tell other people versus the people who spend $150, $200 or buy your $49 product, don't get results, and never, ever tell people how great you are. In fact, they might be hurting your business. In addition, people who are committed and serious about a goal or an outcome take fast action. They sign up for a program quickly. They're decisive. They're independent thinkers, not codependent, where they're not able to make a decision in the moment. And they're already successful. You're going to help them be more successful with whatever it is that you do. Now you have to make sure that you actually solve a problem. So this is the next thing I want you to write down. Get real results. You have to be able to truly be an expert at what you do, otherwise don't do it. I talked to somebody the other day and they said, I want to help people create high ticket programs. I said, awesome. Do you have one? No. Have you ever helped anyone do it? No. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Only teach people what you know you can get them a result in, what you are an expert in. That's how you find your niche. If you're struggling and going, what's my niche? I don't know what my niche is, very simple. Your niche is something you've been an expert in. Let's say I just became a business coach and I used to be a realtor and I was really successful. Well, if you said to me, well, Terry, what's my niche? Very simple. Your niche is helping other realtors be more successful. It's not, oh, maybe I should be an energy coach or a weight loss coach. That's not how it works. I've helped people become successful coaches, over 4,800 that have graduated my coach training school and have focused on their expert niche, which most people don't. Now that you've asked the question, what's the one result I can help you with? What's the one result you want? Now you know what your prospects want, not what they need. How do you get leads? Well, I teach my clients so many ways to get leads, and I basically tell them just do some things that are fun, easy, and effortless. How do you get leads? Well, you can do a webinar, just as simple as this, and I actually teach you how to do it. Teach you how to do it with successful template, successful content, you name it. I also help you how to create your high ticket programs. Most people don't know what goes in it. How do you get leads? Well, I teach you how to use Facebook to get leads with no ads, not spending a dime. In fact, if you'll let me teach you how to use Facebook Live correctly, it'll generate a ton of prospects for you. I also teach you how to create a core unique positioning statement. You see, there's too many of those Me Too businesses. So for example, let's say that you're a business coach who helps people double their profits. And I'm a business coach who helps people double their profits. And you walk around standing up at networking meetings or online and you say, I'm a business coach and helps people double their profits. Well, you sound like a Me Too business. Tons of people can say that. What if you said something unique and different like, I help realtors double their closings in 30 days or less with my proprietary Levine closing method, guaranteed. That's a sample of what I call a core unique positioning statement. And I actually teach you how to do that, help you formulate that, and make sure you've done it right. Because when you do it wrong, it doesn't bring people to you. And let's stop spending time and money on marketing. I do need you to think about marketing each and every day, but that does not mean that you're spending money. I am a master certified guerrilla marketing trainer and coach, which basically means I don't like to spend money on marketing. So I'm going to teach you how to automate your marketing. Just imagine, just like in my business, every day people watch your webinar, they get interested, they know you can help them solve a problem. You're actually giving them what they want. You can guarantee that you're going to help them because you are an expert. And every single day you have leads flooding into your business, literally flooding into your business. That's exactly how you do it. And then you stop spending money on all this marketing that you're doing. And then I'll also teach you how to use social media in a few minutes a day to get lots and lots more leads. And doing social media the right way. It's actually going to be a lot of fun. Now, if you hate social media, that's okay. There's about 5 other things that you can do. There's things that you can do live in your community. I call it Command, Connect, Convert. It's a proprietary process of how do you command people's attention, how do you connect with them heart to heart without selling, and how do they convert themselves saying, I want to work with you. Now, if you're struggling, going, oh, I can't sell, I don't like to sell, awesome, that's good. Let's give up the concept of sell. We're not going to sell at all. You're going to just have heart-to-heart conversations with people. And if you can help them, you will. And if you can't, don't worry about it. So those are the reasons you're not making 6 figures and lots of the solutions. So how am I going to help you now? Well, let me tell you that in the next 6 weeks, I'm giving you the opportunity to actually mentor you, to answer all of these questions and personalize these answers for you and for your business. I'm going to actually meet with you every single week for 90 minutes for 6 weeks. By the way, people pay me $6,000 per hour, and you're not going to pay anywhere near that. Don't even panic. Breathe with me. I'm actually going to help you for 6 weeks, mentoring you every single week for 90 minutes in a small group where I will focus on you and your business and your questions and customize solutions just for you. I'm also going to add you to our community where other like-minded people will be giving you help and information as well as me. You'll be in a private Facebook group with me where Monday through Friday every day, not somebody on my team, me. I'll be in there answering your questions. If you need a video answer, I'll do that. If you need me to look at a document or your webinar, I'll do that. If you need resources, I'll upload files for you. I will give you my time. I'll give you my tools, I'll give you my answers, and I'll customize solutions just for you. If you're going to allow me to help you in the next 6 weeks, I'm going to focus with you in your exact niche. How do we find it? What are you expert at? And in a few moments, literally, of working with me, you're going to know the right niche. I'm also going to help you ask that question. If I can give you one result, and only one result, what is the one result you want? I'm not only going to help you learn how to ask people that question using various tools and actually getting answers, but also to create with you the one solution that you solve that will actually get people results so that you can make a guarantee. Together, then, we'll know the solution you solve. We'll know that people want that solution, and we'll create your high-ticket program. Once we have your high-ticket program actually created with the components, which is going to be super easy, we're going to have this done in 6 weeks. Imagine your whole business transformed literally in 6 weeks together. Then I'm going to help you set up an automated webinar just like this. Simple, easy. I have a template for you, and I'll help you customize it and customize your message. I'll also share with you an effortless, easy, in fact, fun, zero-cost proven lead generation system. It involves using very simple things that you get your choice of. One thing is Facebook. Another thing is Facebook Live. Another thing is Messenger. Another thing is email. And another thing is in person. You get to choose. You don't have to use all of them. You pick a couple. None of them will cost you. I'm also going to structure your business over those 6 weeks so you stop trading time for money. We're going to change your model, and we're going to change your business, and we're going to make you successful. Not only will you have a lot of leads, and will those leads come into your high-ticket program through your automated webinar, through your easy, effortless marketing, you won't be trading time for money, and you'll get clients' real results. What does that mean? You'll actually have happy clients. You'll be more successful, and the money will be rolling in while the freedom in your life will be rolling out. Ask yourself this question. What if you do succeed? What if my system and my help, my mentoring, coaching, consulting, taking you under my wing, helping you, caring about you, nurturing you, makes you successful? What if you actually do succeed? You see, many people walk around asking themselves, well, what if this doesn't work? What if this doesn't happen? And I invite you to ask yourself a different question. What if I do it and it does work? What if I get help and allow help and it actually makes a difference? So, what do you need to do right now? Well, you need to take one simple, easy, effortless action. And let me tell you why. And you actually need to do it right now. Let me tell you why. If you sit around thinking about it, consulting the stars, asking someone else their opinion who doesn't know or isn't doing any better than you're doing, basically, you're not going to move ahead. Decisive people take decisive action. They're independent, not codependent. That's why you do this for yourself right now. So what is it you do? It's pretty simple. You have a short little chat with us. Not a sales pitch in disguise, not at all. I hate those, I don't like them, and we don't do them. A simple chat with us where we can see if we can really help you. You simply go and you schedule your time to chat. You've got the link right there. It's not a sales pitch. We're going to answer your questions. Then we're going to tell you if we can help you. We're not selling you. We're literally going to find out more about you. And then we're going to see if we can help you. And either way, you'll get more insight, more information, and we'll be able to determine together if we can actually help you. So take a moment and ask yourself, a year from now, a year from this moment when I have this invitation, where am I going to be? If I keep doing the same thing, am I going to be at the same place? Or am I going to be somewhere different? I'm going to give you an example from one of my real clients, an actual case study. This client came to me and she already had a business that was fairly successful. She wanted to make a lot more money and she just wasn't getting a lot more high quality prospects. It wasn't that easy for her to close the prospects, and she was spending a ton of time trading time for money. And with 3 little girls that she really wanted to go see in their school plays, go on field trips with, and really spend more time with, she was missing out. She came to me and said, I need help growing my business. And what was interesting is she was helping other people grow their businesses. However, she could only help them with limited amounts of growth, just the amount she'd grown her business to. So I asked her if she was ready to have some new ideas, and she said yes. And I asked her if she would like to automate her business. She said yes. I asked her if she'd like great leads. She said yes. I'd asked her if she would like to stop trading time for money and have an automated model where her clients got real results and raved about her, and a business that she could pass on to her kids and or sell if she chose to. She was all in. At the end of only 4 weeks, she created an automated webinar and followed my system for getting leads to come to her webinar. We created a high-ticket program that instead of her usual couple of $100 an hour or $1,000 per client a month, which is the most she'd ever made, we were charging $3,500 per person coming into her program. At the end of 4 weeks, everything was ready to go. She began to market her program. At the end of 5 weeks, she had 4 people enter her program. That's $3,500 per person times 4. Do the math. It's almost $15,000 that she had made in just a few weeks. And here's the really cool thing. Her delivery model was awesome. She did send them a webinar to watch each week. She did 45 minutes of small group coaching each week. And she also did a 10-minute Q&A with them on a group call each week. That's all the time she was spending. The rest of the time, she was focused on her family, her life, and things that she really wanted to do. She's spending time at her lake house, and she's having a great time, making more money than she's ever made, and most importantly, making a real difference to her clients' lives. In fact, I think this is her 3rd month running the program. This month, we've raised the price to $4,000 per person, and she has 5 people in the program. $20,000 for her program. It's a short program, only 4 weeks. $20,000, and she's making a huge difference to people she's serving. Let me give you another client case study. When this client came to me, he was really struggling. Brett's business had kind of flipped, it really had done a transformation where he just needed a huge turnaround. He was losing ground. He lost quite a few clients. The client leads that he was getting, the prospects just didn't have the money, and he was drained and honestly exhausted. And I helped him create his high-ticket program, and with his expertise and his corporate clients, we charged $6,000 per person. It's an 8-week program. First time out of the gate, using my marketing system, which just took him a few minutes a day, he had 10 people in his program. That's $60,000. And being transparent, he told me he hadn't made that in the entire year before he invested with me. I'm so excited for him. His opportunities are just booming. And I'm going to share one more. This is a real special one, near and dear to my heart. So Doria had a wonderful concept for a business, but hadn't been able to launch it yet. And she'd been in some different groups all over Facebook and got all kinds of advice. Oh, do this niche, do that niche. Money is here, money is there. And I said, Doria, what is it that you really know? And what is it that you're passionate about? And what is it that you're very gifted at? And she said, well, what I really know how to do is what I've done part-time and had a ball with, which is actually setting up shops on Shopify and Etsy and setting up ClickBank and Amazon and Commission Junction. I just have been able to do tons and tons of stuff with other people's concepts and making a lot of money part-time doing that. And I said, do you think people want to learn that? She said, oh yeah, people ask me all the time. Doria, there's your niche. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. Go teach people how to do that. She said, really? Will people pay for that? So we went out and we asked the survey question using a couple of secret tools that I have. She got her answers. People not only wanted to pay for that, they wanted a done-for-you service. They were willing to pay a lot more money for someone to just, hey, set up my store. Hey, set that up for me. Hey, manage it for me. She said, I love to do all that. A year from now, Doria knew where she was going to be. She jumped in. She didn't ask anybody's questions or permission. She just said, hey, I know that I need to do this. Doria is ridiculously successful. We originally priced her program at only $1,500 a person. And then when she added in the done for you, we moved it up. And she picked a number that she just really liked, which is $3,200. Awesome. She has 26 people that she's working with and helping. And now they pay for the done for you after the program's over. So she teaches them everything for $3,200. And then if they say, well, I really want it done for me, I don't want to do it, she's hired a team of virtual assistants that then manage the client project. See, she's not trading time for money. The virtual assistants are doing the work. Doria is recouping all the money she pays the virtual assistants at 1,000-fold. That's right, at 1,000-fold for her done for you program. Has your mind expanded? Just in this moment, breathe in with me. Oh man, ask yourself, a year from now, where am I going to be? Well, a year from now, if you take no action, and if you sit where you are, you're going to get the same thing you currently have. You know that. That's why you need to take action now. And I mean right this minute, right this second. Chat with us now. I don't like sales pitches. We don't do that. We don't teach it. We don't do it. It's not a sales pitch. We're not here to pitch you anything. Chat with us now. Let us find out about who you are, what your business is. Let us give you some ideas, advice. If we can help you, we'll offer help. If we can't, we might have a resource or a tool or someone else to send you to. Do this for yourself. Otherwise, a year from now, seriously, where are you going to be? I care. You matter. So make this move now. Chat with us right now.